podcast. Have a little seat right there. After this, you have to do something that you don't want to do. But for now, it's a drunk podcast.
Hey, what's up, monkeys?
Oh no, no!
I'm gonna make it.
Oh
I'm gonna make it work.
no! It's because it's also because this particular episode. Oh, we should say hi, guys. Welcome back to the Drunk Monk podcast. We're your hosts, Keiko. Get it?
We know from Gilmore Girls.
And your other host, well, us Joy.
We know from your local improv class.
And we are here talking all things monk. And part of the reason I'm thinking that Will Troy has called us all monkeys is because we're talking about Mr. Monk in the Panic Room today.
Season 3, episode 2, where a monkey is heavily featured in this episode.
A chimpanzee.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's true. That happens a bunch of times in an episode.
We're very happy to have you back.
You animals.
Oh, but first off, I just want to say thank you to the people who have left reviews and ratings for us on our iTunes page.
Cool.
From the last time that we did a little shout out, there have been a few more. So there have been quite a few people who have left some reviews. So thank you, Jeff Uchida, Ahydra, Franny Zoe, SK in Santa Monica, and Susan WXYZ.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing. And so please leave us more reviews and more ratings because that's what we want. We want all the reviews.
So how did you like this particular episode of Monk, Will S. Troy, now that you're becoming kind of an expert? I feel like you're at that dangerous stage where you have a little bit of knowledge, right?
Yes,
Isn't that there's a saying that a little bit of knowledge is a dangerous thing? So you know a little bit.
Yeah.
And so what do you think?
As ridiculous as this episode, the plot of this episode was, I actually really did like this one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
How would you summarize said episode?
So there's a man named Ian Blackburn who is like a music
Producer.
Yeah, music producer. And he has a pet monkey named Darwin. From the top, we find out that maybe his marriage isn't going so well. He says that like everything fades, love fades, and stuff like that. There's a intruder alert inside of his house, so it causes him to go into his panic room where he takes the monkey. And later, when the police are able to pry open the panic room door, they find that he has been shot. And what looks like the monkey Darwin has been the one that shot him. So the episode goes on and hijinks. So many hijinks.
Hijinks ensue. The main thing is Sharona defends the monkey because she thinks it's innocent.
Because Sharona is obviously a monkey whisperer, because she was right. We find out that Ian Blackburn's wife, Chloe, had conspired to kill her husband with the man who installed the panic room, Kurt Wolf. And by the end of the episode, they arrest Kurt Wolf.
Right.
There's so many funny moments in this episode. I was cracking up. I think I maybe have laughed the most in this episode.
You
so far.
did.
Yeah.
You were chuckling.
Chuckling. I think I like when characters act a little bit out of their trope.
You mentioned that before. You like it when Stottlemyre is not Stottlemyre-y.
Yeah. I think,
because that was the other favorite thing that you liked about him was when he was not his normal self.
Yeah. Because he there's one scene where he takes Darwin to basically do a test to see if the monkey is able to shoot a gun when provoked. And the monkey takes it, but we find out that Randy gave him a loaded gun instead of a blank gun.
Right.
So the humor is Stottlemyre going crazy and not paying attention to the cries of the other three telling him that the gun is actually loaded. By the time that scene ends, the monkey fires the gun into the two-sided man.
And I have comments, which we'll save for the plot holes area of this. But I will say that what was enjoyable about this section was Stottlemyre problem solving what would get under a monkey's skin.
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh well, what will anger a monkey is I will take a stuffed, what is that, like a Paul Frank monkey or something?
Yeah.
and slam it into the table.
He like gets that little like hat and the symbols and starts like crashing it.
Yeah.
And
It was so silly.
another very funny moment is Randy just being ridiculous.
Oh, Randy.
Randy was especially very funny in this episode.
Yeah. Well, I like that Randy is jealous of Darwin this whole time because of the attention that Darwin is being showered by Sharona. There were a lot of Sharona Randy sparks in this one, I feel like.
Yeah,
there was a lot of back and forth.
It does feel like they're pushing it a little bit harder.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I will say another thing that's kind of integral to this episode is whether or not someone is bald.
Right.
That becomes a very important clue as to who the killer is, because the monkey or the chimpanzee recognizes, is freaked out by people who are bald. And this was my thought. So the actor who plays the bad guy, you can kind of tell when someone just shaves. They're not going bald, but they kind of shave their head because you can see a little bit of, tiny bit of that stubble pattern. Do you think that he shaved his head to get this part? And subsequently, where would you draw the line on what you would not do for a part?
Do I think he shaved his head? Probably. And what was the second one?
Where would you draw the line for what you would be willing to do for a part?
I would do anything at this point.
Well, you have shown up in it wasn't naked, but it was what was it?
I was wearing a nude thong in a BuzzFeed video.
And we're not talking Steven Spielberg came to you. We're talking about
BuzzFeed
was like, would you? And you're like, said yes before they finished their sentence.
A million times yes.
Okay, that gives me some idea. That definitely gives me some idea. Okay, cool.
I have no shame.
Okay,
I will take any role that gives me any kind of money.
Awesome.
But hey, you've shaved your head before, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I have. I was in Los Angeles, and I don't think I was working at the time. No, I mean I had a job, but I wasn't acting working at the time. And I shaved my head, and I shaved my eyebrows.
Oh my gosh.
And I worked in an acupuncture school as a receptionist, and I think that people assumed that I was ill.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. They just thought I was there as a patient. And
what was the reason behind that? Because, head, okay.
Yeah.
Eyebrows, no.
Well, I didn't intend to shave the eyebrows off, but after I shaved my head and I looked at myself in the mirror, the eyebrows just were too bushy. They just seemed weird. They just looked weird to me.
Really?
Visually, yeah. So I'm like, So I just kept going.
Wow. That must have been a really scary moment, I feel like. Or especially for girls.
I don't think so. It didn't feel scary at the time at all. I think now it would be different. But I only say that in that I have this profession that you can't be bald with no eyebrows.
Exactly. Unless you wanted to play cancer patient.
Yeah.
Forever.
But that's pretty specific.
Yeah. Well,
or a monk. No, do monks have eyebrows? I guess maybe
monks have eyebrows. Yeah. I think everyone except Whoopi Goldberg has eyebrows.
I could play an Asian Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, I believe it. But what was the reason behind the shaving of the head?
It was emotional, I think. I think it was at a time.
In a dark place?
I don't know if I was in a dark place, but maybe I was in an antsy place. Mm-hmm. And it seemed logical to me. It wasn't a rebellion. I didn't want attention from anybody, I don't think. But I did want a sense of... I think I wanted a sense of getting rid of old things.
Yeah.
So like old ideas. So
makes sense.
In doing that, I remember that first shower. I think that's what would make me potentially want to do it again. And guys, maybe you have a different experience with this because maybe this happens to you all the time. But I know that first shower when you have a shaved head, it's different. I've never felt like that that in my memory, what that feels like. It's very different. It feels clean, like emotionally clean or something.
Yeah, like you're getting rid of baggage.
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah,
it's like you're just stripping down a little bit.
Was it all the way like picked, shaved, or was it just like did you have a little bit of hair, or was it just completely hairless?
Well, it was a razor. Yeah, it was a razor.
So you were completely bald.
Yeah, I mean, I have a picture. I probably should. I'll post it. I look weird. I also look like I'm I don't know how old I was, but I look like a shrunken old man is what I look like because I look like a baby,
Yeah.
but old
Like a
at the same
Benjamin
time.
Button
Yeah,
situation.
and you're not quite sure
Yeah.
why.
Yeah. I've
That's what I
been
look
I've been recently feeling this way too of wanting to shave my head because I enjoy shaving my head. I at least have done it, I don't know, a dozen times in my life
Mhm.
since starting from high school because having hair feels very heavy. Knowing what it feels like to have a shaved head, there's something very like liberating and very light about that. And recently I've been like, oh man, I want to shave my head so bad, but I can't. I mean, I could, but then I'd have to like when you're an actor and you have a certain look, it's just more complicated. I haven't shaved my head since I think 2011. It's been a
That's a
while.
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you think that's about the same time also that you started to get more serious about pursuing acting,
Yeah,
right?
it
It's
was
kind
like
of
I
coincides.
had to kind of
Yeah.
like
You kind of have to make
start over.
choices.
Yeah, make choices, start over, and like yeah, really just okay. This is a new start, and then yeah, that is exactly the timing of it.
Here's something, it's a little bit of a tangent, but so thinking of that feeling and makes me think of monks, makes me think of kind of religion in general and you know what we do to be a part of something greater. And Will and I have talked about this a little bit, but I grew up Baptist, but you know, right now I would consider myself probably agnostic or atheist or something like that. But I will say that there is a yearning and a fantasy almost for that memory of a spiritual community. That
Right.
part, you know, atheists you know, people have tried, and I've seen these even TED Talks about like atheism 2.0, where they're trying to find some way to manufacture, kind of like put together
Like
something. But
yeah,
atheism is the idea that something is a not.
right.
You know, so it's
Like
you
you're
can't.
congregating
Yes.
around the concept of something not
It doesn't
existing.
really work.
Right. I
It,
can see
I
that.
haven't seen an example of it really working. And you know, I would say religion does it better than anything about a feeling. And I would love to hear what Will has to say about this.
Yeah,
But this feeling of you know belonging, and there are rules, and there are songs, and there's art, and there's
Right.
beauty, and
Right.
we don't have that.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up Methodist, and I still consider myself to be Methodist. But yeah, there is a sense of community. There's a common understanding that everyone agrees on, which is a nice feeling. There's a strong bond amongst the community that is, at least with Christianity, something bigger than yourself.
Yeah. And I think there's like a couple of wonderful things in that. One is a kind of humility because there's a surrender that happens, which is a beautiful thing.
Right.
And then there's this other thing that says I as an individual might not be able to accomplish this huge goal, but I believe in a greater power, and because I believe in that, I will attempt this thing that is beyond me.
Right.
And you know, the institution, the charity, and the community goodwill that has been done in the name of Christianity is immense. You know that they have built schools, and certain great community projects have come about because I think people say maybe I am part of this greater thing, and this is a good thing to do,
Yeah, it's
and
more
so
than
I will do
yourself.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hashtag atheism, atheist jealousy. Hashtag whiny atheist. Why can't we have great art? Yeah, I'll start that. I'm gonna start
Please
a
do.
blog just called Whiny Atheist, just about all the things that we don't have.
Please do.
Okay, in any case.
Really funny. But yeah, this episode, it was good. I liked it. No, Toby, no one.
No, we weren't suggesting you shave your head.
Oh, no,
that was not.
No, we're just talking about how. I mean, if you want to shave your head, that's fine. I have no problem with that. I understand that you've been going through a lot. There's been a lot of issues and stuff like that you're trying to work out. But if there's one redeeming quality about you, is that you have very nice hair.
Yeah. Yes, you have gorgeous hair.
Yeah, it's like
that little bit of, it's Asian. It's got that little bit of wave, like that little bit of wave, but it's still thick. Like I want that kind of hair. I don't have it. Toby's. Oh,
Well, there you go.
There
you go.
Now
Okay.
you shaved one strip down the middle. Now you're committed.
What? Toby, you can't.
No,
Toby, you can't back out now. You can't just walk around with one shaved part of your head. Toby, stop crying. Okay, you're the one that did this to yourself.
You do not shave gobblers. Don't shave. Don't to match you. Why would you? Oh,
okay. Well, now
you think it's a thing.
Yeah,
now
you think
it's a
both
thing
of you guys.
The two of you have it.
Great. So you just have a little shaved hair at the front of your head. Well,
Gobbler, don't smile. When you smile, it makes it cute, and then it. Oh, now it's cute. Now it's cute.
Do I have to? You know what? No. Toby's a grown man. He has his own child that he can take care of it. I'm not going to be a part of this. I'm not going to be a part of this.
I mean, it's not your.
It's not my call.
God damn it! Gobbler makes everything cute.
Damn it, Gobbler. Gobbler. I can't wait till you can talk, so you can talk on this.
I wish you
podcast.
would, Gobbler. I wish you could explain to us how you are so happy.
I know.
All the time.
The day when you talk.
The day
when you talk and you come onto this podcast.
Come onto this podcast. the very second.
Oh,
that would be a day.
The stories you'll tell. All right, Toby.
Plot holes. All right, I gotta say, I let you have. I didn't interrupt you when you were talking about Stottlemyre in the monkey room.
Of course, yeah.
But what? What?
Yeah, it was.
What? Why?
For the sake of it was for the sake of comedy.
Why is Stottlemyre in the room trying to get a monkey to shoot him?
Yeah, I know, yeah. Well,
why
he thought it was fake. He thought the gun was
But why? Gun safety.
Yes.
And it's Randy. I love you, Randy. But it's Randy handing you the gun. I would take the millisecond it would take to just check the chamber. Check the chamber.
Yeah.
Check the chamber.
Just check it.
You know, when you're going into a room and handing a monkey a gun, check the chamber.
Check it.
Yeah. Just check it.
Why not? It takes 2 seconds.
It takes 2 seconds.
It takes 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah. Come on, Stottlemyre.
Come on.
No, but I did really love that scene.
All right. Okay. The other thing, tagging on to that scene, that scene ends after the monkey shoots the two-sided mirror.
Yeah.
Stottlemyre, and he did not know the gun was loaded, walks into the room with them and says, what? The case is closed. That's what he has to say, not, Randy, why did you give me a loaded gun?
Yeah.
Not, I should have checked the chamber. Not, holy shit, a monkey just tried to shoot me.
I like how he just sauntered in, too.
He did. He really did. He was all about it. He was all... he had somehow wrestled the gun away. We don't see that part, but he's holding the gun. He very Clint Eastwood-like just says, the case is closed. Boom.
Boom.
But all right. For the sake of comedy.
Mm-hmm. How did Sharona know that the monkey didn't do it?
I don't know. Why does Sharona love that monkey so much right off the bat?
I don't know. I guess women have a connection with animals more than men do. You know that's true?
A stretch. No, I don't.
No, you don't? Okay. How many pets have you had in your lifetime?
I've had 2 cats that were strictly my own. And when I was a kid, we had a bunny and a dog.
Oh.
They were family. How about you?
That's cute. I like to joke that my family is Noah's Ark. And
oh, no.
We've had so many animals. So many.
Really?
Definitely have had 3 dogs of our own. But we've cycled through so many dogs that we got and adopted and then had to give away. Oh, God, countless.
Oh, wow.
Cats. There was a point in my life where we had like 17 cats living outside.
No, that's not right.
Yeah, no, we had so many. And they would just like, it was really fun as a kid to just kind of come home and just be like swarmed by all these animals. Like they didn't live inside, they all lived outside. So a lot of my childhood was spent in my backyard just playing with my animals. Yeah.
That's cute.
It was a lot. It was very nice. But the hardest part was that they were outside animals. So naturally they would die.
By the coyotes?
No, not coyotes, but they would die by like cars and
your
stuff.
BB guns?
No.
Gross.
But yeah. Okay. And then we've had birds, we had hamsters, fish, mice, rabbits, turtles. We had everything. Frogs. We had everything, yeah. My sister is a huge like Animal Planet girl. Like she just loves. I think she likes animals more than she likes people. But I'm also a little bit in the same way, not as extreme as her, but I get more affected by when animals die on screen than people. I think
I think that
that's
happens.
that happens,
Yeah.
right? Because we're so used to seeing people die in cinema and stuff like that. But when an animal dies, you're just like, oh, my heart is torn into a billion pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually Derek, which I've talked to Will about, that I love this show, but there is a, I don't want to give too much away, but there is a juxtaposition almost with a person dying and an animal dying.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there is an element of exactly what you're talking about, of
Right.
kind of like, where do we allow ourselves to express that emotion?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say I didn't grow up with a lot of animals, but I'll say the one time, and this is before I thought of them as being flying rats. Before that, when I was a child, they used to let you buy these bags of birdseed at the Honolulu Zoo, and you could go and just hold your hands out, and they would just land on you. The pigeons.
Oh, okay. Pigeons are
pigeons.
gross. So,
Yeah. Pigeons are flying rats, right?
Yeah.
So they would land, and they would just cover you, and the
Ew.
feeling of the little talons as they kind of poked all you, and they would go in your head. It would just be like this. It would be the best feeling in the world.
That's so
And then
funny.
I thought about germs, and then they stopped letting us do that.
Yeah.
It probably was not good for the pigeons to be fed by just all these tourists and locals going to the zoo and feeding them birdseed all day.
Growing up, oh man, Homeward Bound. Did you watch that movie?
I probably did. I don't remember it as much.
That movie destroys me. I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
On the one scene where Shadow is hurt in the ditch, and then you think that she's like, go on without me, to the other animals when they're almost home,
and then a boy shoots him with a BB gun.
No, that's Old Yeller.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Well, not BB gun, but that movie, I love that movie so much. But you know what other animal that I love so much?
What?
Which this animal is kind of like a flying rat, but I don't see him that way.
Are you gonna say it?
I miss him so much.
I know, I miss him too. Oren.
Come back, Oren.
Come back, Oren.
Hashtag come back, Oren.
Hashtag.
I miss you so much. I know that you're scared of Toby, and I haven't seen you in so long, and you haven't left a treat for us in so long.
It's been a while, and I dream about you every night. Hashtag please come back, Oren. Come back, Oren. Can't dwell.
Going back to plot holes, as funny as the scene was, when the monkey is terrorizing Monk's house, and a very, very funny scene.
Yeah.
So basically the monkey is going crazy and just destroying everything in his house. Monk, at first, is either oblivious to it or is ignoring it.
Mm-hmm.
And then once he kind of sees the monkey doing it, he's very calm, kind of just like acknowledges that it's there and in that it's happening, very calmly calls Dr. Kroger to come. And he comes, and then the landlord comes in, and then he's able to solve the case. I was like, okay, is he in shock as to what's happening? Or I was trying to justify it in my head, but I was waiting for the moment where he was just going to freak out, because in the beginning of the episode, he's so scared of this monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it's in his space, I'm like, maybe he's in shock, but it didn't quite read that way either.
Really? I felt it. Because when Kroger comes in, he says he's gone through a dissociative episode. I think it's the same type of thing that happens with Monk with the earthquake too, where he it's so traumatic for him that he just shuts down. But you don't buy it? I totally buy it. I love that was one of my favorite episodes. We like different scenes completely in this thing. That was like one of my favorite things.
No,
I love how
moment.
He can't handle the fact that a monkey is touching his things and throwing them, and lamps are getting broken. I mean, we watched an episode where he spent all of his money on getting 3 backup lamps because he was he was worried that he would never be able to find that particular lamp again. And here, so many things in his apartment is getting destroyed.
It's just funny that when he is dissociative, he acts like a normal person.
Really?
Or not normal person, but he is able to kind of like deal with it in a way that is not crazy. But I guess it is crazy for him. I don't know. I did like that scene. I really did especially when he scooped up that orange juice and gave it to Kroger.
Oh, so gross.
Great moment.
So gross.
But like, he's dissociative, but then he's still able to solve the case. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There was something that like didn't quite, it didn't settle very well with me.
All right. I'll say, did we mention the bald thing?
What do you mean?
As far as
how the monkey was able to react to it?
Yeah, if we're in plot holes land, this was a big part of it, was that the monkey was freaked out by people who are bald. But it was so quick.
Yeah, it was very quick.
Like, if someone took their hat off, then the monkey would freak out. But as soon as they put their hat back on, the monkey would immediately calm down.
Yeah. If or Kurt Wolf, the killer, if the monkey was such a big issue, why didn't he kill the monkey too?
Oh, this is where they kind of talk about this, because the whole thing was they wanted to make it look like it was a suicide.
Yeah.
But he accidentally shot him in the back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then they were like, oh, it's obviously not a suicide.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And it's in the panic. So that's why they kind of supposedly thought on the fly.
Right. Plot hole debunked. Debunked.
Here's another plot hole. Oh, I do not like this.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this one part where Monk is doing this great thing. It's so physical of him like losing air inside the panic room, except there's this huge hole. And Captain Stottlemyre, and it's written this way, I get it. He keeps telling Monk, just push the button, just push the button. But Captain Stottlemyre could reach in, and this is what happens at the end of that scene.
Right.
He reaches his hand in and pushes the button, and you can see that he can do that.
Yeah, the whole time.
So it's just a weird. Just push the button. Yeah. Oh. Do you want me to get it?
Yeah. Shoot, it might be my next door neighbor. Shoot. Oh,
what?
Shoot. Oh my god, I totally forgot. I was supposed to. Oh my god.
What?
Oh my.
What? You're freaking me out.
Oh my god. Shoot. It's my next door neighbor.
What?
Her name is Tamara. Oh my god. She went on a vacation 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And she asked.
Do not tell us. Is it a pet thing?
Oh my god. She asked me to watch her hamsters.
Will. You just spent this whole episode talking about how much
Oh my god.
Excuse me, are you going to open this door or not?
Okay.
I'm gonna hide in the bedroom. I don't
shoot.
Excuse me.
Tamara, hi. Hey, how's it going?
How was
it
was Aruba.
How's Aruba?
Don't you look at me with those teeth.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about those teeth. You have no right to show me teeth that look in any way like a smile at all. You should be on the ground with your belly touching the ground, crying, shoving tar in your nose and ears. Cry right now.
First of all, I am so sorry. This is my bad.
It's your bad.
I'm so sorry. I know I was supposed to watch Mitzi and
Klitzy,
but I completely spaced. I'm so sorry. It's been crazy. We've had so many things happen in the past 2 weeks.
Will, hamsters are only supposed to live about 5 to 6 years. Mitzi and Klitzy twins were 17 years old.
Oh my god.
Okay, they were miracles. I don't believe in God, but I believe that those animals only lived.
Are you an atheist?
I'm an atheist.
Okay, well, there's a hashtag that we're trying
I
to
don't
start.
want to
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Listen, if you didn't want to feed my hamsters while I was gone, you could have just told me. You could have just told me ahead of time. You could have just told me ahead of time.
No. It's not that I didn't want to. I just completely forgot. It's been so busy.
You tell me what was more important than lives that has happened to you in the last 2 weeks. You tell me right now. And you haven't even mentioned my tan in Aruba. Not that that is the most important thing right now, but
you look very nice, Tamara.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm doing this podcast right now. It's called the Drunk Monk Podcast.
Who cares a shit about podcasts? Because they're stupid.
No, okay.
Too many hipsters and people with time on their hands and dumb people who would never get onto regular radio have done these podcast things. So don't tell me about
I'm very
something
sorry,
else.
but we've just been very busy. Like just last week, my roommate Joe, he just left all of a sudden, and then like.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Yes.
Mitzi and Clipsy dying are the second of my issues. My first as your next door neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
How many, excuse me, fucking roommates do you fucking have?
Well,
Will choice.
At this moment, none. Okay, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, what if I buy you a new hamster? Would that be okay? Is that? I mean, I know that they're 17 years old. But I mean, weren't they already just on their way out?
Oh my fucking god! If you say that they were gonna die anyway, I will fucking kill you right now.
I'm so sorry. I feel terrible. Is there anything that I can do?
There's one thing that you can do. One thing only.
Anything. What is it?
You may think it's weird. I had them dried and reduced to a kind of a powder.
You ground up your hamsters?
Well, it's like the next level above of a cremation, but it's just more not sanctified, more clean.
Okay.
And I made an energy drink out of them. And I can't do it. I can't bring myself to drink it, but if I thought maybe I'm an atheist, I know they're not in heaven. If I thought maybe they could still be in the world some way, maybe you're my neighbor, it's next door if you drank it.
Oh, I'll do it. If that's the only thing that's gonna make you happy. Like I said, I'm very sorry, and I do love
I feel like
animals.
it's the least you can do.
It is the least I can do. You have it?
Let me go next door and get it.
Oh my god. Keiko?
What? Is she gone?
No, but she's...
What? Oh my god, there was a lot of yelling.
Did
I
you hear
did
everything?
put on the Backstreet Boys in my little iPod that I carry around with me, so I didn't want to. I was listening to that, so I didn't know if I heard everything.
Okay.
But what?
Which song, Keiko?
Backstreet's back tonight. I just have that. It's weird. I call it a song, but I just had that one clip on loop.
Yeah.
I made it myself.
You did? Okay, that explains the wrong lyrics.
Okay, sure. But so what happened?
She wants me to drink this ground up energy drink that's made out of her hamsters.
Oh my god, don't do it. Oh my god, don't do it. Why did you lock the door?
Oh gosh.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, okay. Come in. Here.
I'm gonna go listen to more Backstreet Boys.
Go.
Here it is. I put ice in it because it's a warm day and I didn't want you to be grossed out, so it's kind of like it's cold.
All right. I mean, I've known you for a very long time. You've been my neighbor, and you've been here maybe since the first day I moved in. So I've known you for a while, and this is the least I can do. Bottoms up.
To Mitzi and Clitzy.
Mitzi and Clitzy. Cheers. Oh God. It smells like it smells like it tastes like ass.
Like ass?
I mean,
okay.
Like aspirations.
I have a confession. Mm-hmm. I put a little bit of my grandma in there. Just a I'm sorry. I should have told you. Oh, now I feel bad. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right.
I figured if you were doing it anyway, I just put a
Tamara,
little bit of my grandma in there.
I did it. I don't know why you did that.
Sorry.
But
because I miss my grandma too. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go.
Thank you. Goodbye.
I'm gonna go. Bye. Is it safe?
Yes. Oh my God.
Okay.
So I drink a dead grandma.
Okay. What? Well, I mean, I feel like sometimes you do a lot of things to maybe put on your special skills part of your resume or something, but this is going too far. I don't know that you need to be this interesting.
I did it.
Yeah.
Because I was in the wrong, and I even did it for free. There was no money involved, and I would do anything for money.
That's true. We did establish you would do anything for money.
I kind of want to put this behind us.
Okay.
And let's move on to the next section. Toby.
Okay. How crazy
I'm sorry. I just my mind's a little scrambled right now because I drank a dead grandma.
I understand. How crazy was Monk this episode?
Oh boy. Ugh. Gosh.
I want to say, maybe this reminds me of this, but I want to say out of 10 tabletop orange juices.
Oh, I was gonna.
What were you gonna say? Out of 10 what?
What about 10 pepper spray necklaces?
Oh, ooh, that's a nugget.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nugget because that was fast in the episode, and you're gonna have to watch it pretty quick, with an eye out for that to remember that. Pepper spray necklaces.
Honestly, that's a genius idea. That's a really good idea. I kind of want that. Though, I would be a little afraid that it would accidentally go off. It's so close to your face.
True. Yeah.
But I don't know. But I think it's a really great idea especially for women, because if you were in danger, you'd have to rip off the necklace and then do it, and then you would ruin the necklace.
Yeah.
Because you can't spray it from your neck, or else that would be very close to your face.
Yeah, that's true. There were issues with it, but
it's a very good,
it's a kind of an interesting idea.
Yeah,
it's an interesting.
If there was a better way to kind of, maybe it could be a bracelet. It's just like
very Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
wouldn't it? Like a directional bracelet that would shoot out.
You shoot out, and you can like put your hand in a fist.
Wonder Woman. What if it was? What if it? Because they also have those really cool bracelets that kind of like, and then the ring are attached by a chain. That would be neat.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. All right. Okay. Guys, get working.
Yeah.
Get working on it.
We just gave you a brilliant idea.
Technology.
Wonder Woman.
So out of
10 pepper spray
necklaces, how crazy was Monk this episode?
Only because that freak out moment didn't quite land with me.
Okay.
I'm going to give him a 7.5.
Okay. I'm gonna give him an 8.
Okay.
I have a lot that I think that qualifies for his craziness. The only reason why it isn't higher is because I do think I think legitimately having a monkey in your house is enough to make somebody. Yeah. I mean, that's a real thing to be crazy about.
Can I change mine? I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 7 actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a 7.
What'd you give him before? I totally forgot.
Yeah, 7.5.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Well, what are some of the things you thought were crazy?
Oh, we didn't even talk about Benji in this episode. Benji's great. I like when
Benji's great.
Yeah, I like when Benji's great. In the episodes. He's really.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's still acting because he's a good actor.
There's no way for us to find out.
I don't know. If only there was something that tells us the
present day goings on of people.
What they've been, what actors have been on, and what's going on in their lives. But he's great, and right from the get go, Monk is trying to put a Band-Aid on Benji, and he just keeps on ripping it off because it's not quite right, and it's so funny to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's lots of Lysol product placement.
Oh my god, with the Lysol product placement, it was so obvious.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a lot. I mean, he was freaking out in the panic room. Jail goo.
Yeah.
Kind of like
although I feel like that falls in the same category as monkey in your house. I would freak out with jail goo.
What is
I don't know what
why is it
fluid
just on a table?
It was, but I don't want it either.
Yeah, it's weird.
I think the things that were more monkish were that he did not know who Chloe was. Mm-hmm. Which, who do you think? Okay, in my day, I'm old. In my day, that would be like a Madonna.
Oh, right.
But who is the current person that if someone didn't know who they were, like Lady Gaga? I don't know.
No, not Lady Gaga.
Who's the name
anymore.
Where if someone didn't know who that was, it would be really weird because that's what they're saying.
I once knew a guy who I met in college. So I went to college in like 2005 to 2009. He didn't know who Britney Spears was.
Well, see, there you go.
Yeah,
that's kind of monkish,
he was
right?
Very sheltered as a person.
Wow. Yeah, it's almost hard. Like you'd have to really work at not But my
right
question
now,
is,
yeah,
like,
but
who
right
is the
now-
now of that? Selena Gomez. I'm just saying people who are young. I have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, she's popular. I think older people wouldn't really know who she is, but is there like a superstar that everyone knows?
Oh, Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah,
Beyonce,
actually
yes,
Beyonce.
definitely Beyonce.
If you met someone who didn't know who Beyonce was, you know, not even her song, but just didn't know that she was a pop star,
Right.
that would be weird. And that's
weird.
kind of what
And
Monk
she's
is.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have to fight to not know that.
Mhm.
And and then the faders. Monk has to straighten up all the faders. Oh, and he tries to sell his apartment.
But yeah, going back to that,
yeah,
he's dissociative, but he's not, because he's aware of what's happening, and he tries to sell the house.
Oh, but yeah, but don't you think that that's also coming from a kind of zombie-like state? Because it doesn't make any. He doesn't own the house.
Yeah, I guess.
his logic is flawed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does hire 17 maids to clean up.
Yes, he hires 17 maids. Monk is not wealthy enough to do any of the things that Monk does. He does not have the money to do this.
Right. Anything else?
I think that's it. But I would like to speak to those people that make their living in product placement. I would like to Tito's product placement. Some Tito's products on this podcast.
Tito's?
What do you think? Yeah.
Tito's, totally Tito's.
Exactly.
Tito's.
Tito's. So the Tito's at this
when
Tito's,
the Tito's happened,
Tito's.
and the Tito's were like totally Titoing.
Yeah.
Tito'sing.
Ooh, Tito's.
Toes. T to the toes. Tito's. Everything was Tito's. Tito's. And one last thing before we go.
Yes.
Asian count.
Asian
count.
Asians on TV.
Asians
in
on
the 90s. No, when was the show on 2000s?
One girl.
Woo!
In this episode.
Woo!
She played the animal control lady.
And her name is Samantha Kwan. Sammy!
You know her, right?
I know her. I see her at things.
Oh, cool.
And also, I see her at auditions.
Nice.
Which are things.
Yeah.
She is an actress and she is doing working actress and she is doing all kinds of things. Recently, she was on 2 episodes of Elementary. Is that what you said?
Yeah, you can say it that way.
And all kinds. NCIS, Suburgatory.
Nice. That's so crazy how you know that from the top of your head and not
because
from...
there's not a thing that you can actually look up to see like
that's
what
crazy.
people are doing.
You are on top of their life. All right.
All right, guys. Well, this brings us to the end of another Drunk Monk podcast. And as always, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. You guys are
the
best monkeys that we can ask for.
The best.
Yeah.
I always, it's funny, at the end of all of our podcasts lately, sometimes I pause because I feel like while we're doing this podcast, it seems like those are the moments when Oren might come by.
Mm-hmm.
So I find myself, I know it's the end. We're over time,
yeah,
actually.
and we both look out toward the window to see.
But not today, I guess.
Not today. So with that said,
be safe.
Because it's a jungle out there. Hey guys, thanks for